What's going on, guys? So Malcolm Jenkins just showed up to the first day of mandatory minicamp. He skipped out on OTAs, which is totally fine. Okay, I actually encourage veteran players to not go to organized team activities that are 100% optional and voluntary. If you're a veteran player that has a lot of wear and tear on his tires, I suggest you take the extra days to rest, okay? And I'm going to start explaining this to some of you guys. If you're on here making videos or posting tweets or posting on Facebook worrying about a player not showing up for OTAs, then there's something wrong with you, okay? Because I don't know if you guys know this, because we don't have essentially the sharpest tools in the shed in this fan base, okay? But OTAs, for veteran players especially, are 100% meaningless. Completely meaningless, okay? So the 6 stages of an NFL offseason, okay, basically is free agency, the draft, OTAs, mandatory minicamp, training camp, and preseason games. Those are the 6 main stages of an NFL offseason. OTAs is the least important of those 6 that I just mentioned, okay? OTAs are not going to decide a team's season, okay? OTA attendance is, again, meaningless. Absolutely meaningless. And also, like I said, especially for veteran players that have a lot of wear and tear on their tires, especially a guy like Malcolm Jenkins, who has already proven himself. We already know what he brings to the table, okay? And by the way, guys, Malcolm Jenkins has 0 leverage on the Eagles if he wants more money, okay? He signed an extension 2 years ago and a deal that has 2 years left on it, and he's getting paid like a top 10 safety. And guess what? He is a top 10 safety. He has 0 leverage on the Eagles. The Eagles have given him his money. He's getting paid like a top 10 safety, which he is. Okay, so it's not a big deal if any player at all misses OTAs. And I'm not just talking about the Eagles. You got people laughing at Trent Williams of the Redskins for missing OTAs. Like, he has something to prove, okay? Trent Williams is a first ballot Hall of Famer left tackle for the Redskins, okay? He doesn't need to go to OTAs. All right, I'm surprised Jason Peters didn't go to OTAs, okay? Fletcher Cox during our Super Bowl season didn't go to OTAs before the season started, okay? OTAs, organized team activities, are 100% voluntary and are completely meaningless to veteran players. You want to know what OTAs are for? They're for rookies. OTAs are for your rookies so that they can get a head start picking up the offensive or defensive scheme, and they can get some kind of scrimmage or game time in before they see the vets for mandatories and training camp. That's what OTAs is for. If your rookies get a good head start and you come out of there healthy, because, you know, those non-contact ACL injuries can happen. So if you come out healthy and you get a head start with your rookies, you had a successful OTAs. Everything else is completely meaningless. So some of you guys need to get a grip and relax and just look at the facts, okay? And even if Malcolm Jenkins did hold out of mandatory minicamp, that still is not a big deal, because this is what I mean when I say that he had no leverage on the Eagles. He's getting paid like a top 10 safety. You get fined for every practice you miss starting at mandatory minicamp, okay? Starting on the first day of mandatory minicamp, any practice you miss, training camp or mandatories, you get fined as a player and you start losing money, okay? So like I said, he had 0 leverage. He signed a deal 2 years ago. His current deal has 2 years left, and he's getting paid like a top 10 safety, which he is. Malcolm Jenkins is a very solid safety. He does everything for us. Plays deep center field in the cover 3. Comes up in the box and stops the run. covers slot receivers, covers tight ends. He's a leader, okay? Obviously, we need to keep him around. And does he deserve a raise? Sure. But at the same time, you NFL players need to start having some morals and start honoring the contract that you signed on the dotted line. And NFL general managers, you're better off giving these dudes 2-year deals, because after 2 years, they're going to want more money. Okay, so the days of these 6, 5, 4-year deals, they're slowly going away because these NFL players are so money hungry. All right, so you're going to start seeing 2 to 3 year deals. 2 to 3 year deals are going to start being the norm for max deals in the NFL. Those are slowly going to start being the norm because Julio Jones wanted more money when there was time left on his contract, okay? Malcolm Jenkins wants more money. You know, Le'Veon Bell sat out an entire season when he got franchise tagged, and you get paid on a franchise tag, okay? So you guys just have to understand the whole point of OTAs. And like I said, the whole point of OTAs is to get your rookies ready and to have your rookies understand the offensive or defensive scheme, whatever side of the ball they're on, all right? And to get some kind of game time and some kind of NFL game speed or game time in and practice and scrimmaging and drills before the vets come. That and coming out healthy. Those are the only 2 things any NFL fan should worry about when it comes to OTAs. Okay, we know what Malcolm Jenkins is capable of. I actually recommend veterans to not go to OTAs, okay, because I want my young players that are developing to get reps, all right? I want them to be going to OTAs. My young players and rookies, I want them going to OTAs, all right? Not the veterans, okay? We need the veterans healthy and we need them ready to go, okay? We already know what they can prove, all right? So again, just stop. If you're on here complaining about OTAs and worrying about OTAs, like I said, it's the most meaningless part of the offseason out of all the 6 stages I just said. Absolutely meaningless, okay? Malcolm Jenkins is not going anywhere, okay? We have Malcolm Jenkins, Andrew Sendejo, and Rodney McLeod. That's 3 solid safeties, okay? We do run a 3-safety defense at times, all right? We run a 4-2-5, okay? 3 out of our 5 defensive backs, a lot of the times, are actually safeties. So we need them, all right? And hey, if we give Malcolm Jenkins more money, hey, more the merrier. I mean, I'm not going to complain about Malcolm Jenkins getting more money, but at the same time, NFL players, start honoring your contracts. NFL general managers, start cutting your deals down from 5 to 4 to 2 to 3, all right? And stop worrying about OTAs, all right? That's your daily EagleSpeed video, all right? OTAs are absolutely meaningless for veteran players. We know what Malcolm Jenkins is capable of. I know what Trent Williams in Washington is capable of. If you're laughing, you're a fool. You're an idiot. I know what Jadeveon Clowney is capable of, okay? So stop it, all right? I'm out.